call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that...
He's got it on the outside. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. They'll try the run. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. X going for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking downfield on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Punt is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. And off from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Love the play call going RPO on 4th down here. And how about the offensive line just digging deep, getting low to the ground, and just getting a better push in the trenches to help that running back get that first.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Throws to the tight end. Big fella moving. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Landry. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice.
Makes the grab on the big throw. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Landry. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Offense, quick tempo. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 17 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Got enough for the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Landry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Got him downfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense.
Gashing the knee on the right. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the one, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unleashes one. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, what a cut! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the right. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Grab behind the line. It's Murphy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And Man, the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Quarterback may change this route. He'll start this third quarter with a run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. On target. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And
touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He leaves it with his back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up third down.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Mendez. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. They give it to him again. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Got enough space. Touchdown by the Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Looking to take a shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes through the tackle. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to take a shot at this DB. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the fifth kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Right back to the well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, That guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And here comes the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's
just keeps moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change it.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they